You'll never have enough silver or gold, or will you? That's a constant concern a lot of us have. Do we have enough? Do we have enough to protect ourselves and protect our family? I have the answer for you in this video. I'm going to share with you a simple formula that I've developed that'll let you know if you have enough silver or gold. Let's get started right now. And I want you to rest assured, I don't have a horse in this race. And what I mean by that is, if you go to an orthodontist, what are they likely going to tell you? You need some type of corrective action. Maybe you need braces. If you go to a bullion salesman, a silver gold salesman, they're likely always going to tell you you need more silver and gold. I have nothing to sell you. There's no link, anything like that. I'm just giving you pure, unfettered information regarding my opinion as to how much silver or gold you need to have an appropriate level. And the easiest way to look at that is 6 months. What are your expenses over any 6-month period? That should be pretty easy for you to calculate. And I would recommend that you have in fiat paper, unicorn fart dust money terms, about that equivalent amount of silver or gold right now. And there's 2 big reasons why I recommend 6 months. I bet you're like me, you just want more silver and gold. I also want you to come back to Ron's Basement. You're always welcome here. Please subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. Hey, we don't want to see economic calamity, but point number 1 is if things do get worse and you need to use your silver, you'll have 6 months worth of living expenses, and on top of that, you could probably trim back some and stretch that out to more like 8 months, 10 months, maybe even 12 months, right? You could get rid of your Netflix. You could get rid of your weekly trip to Applebee's or whatever floats your boat. You could trim back and stretch that money out even further. Now, there's an even more important second component why 6 months makes sense. If we were to find ourselves in a very difficult economic environment, like all the doomsayers talk about, the collapse of the dollar, hyperinflation, then what you would likely experience is the value of your silver, the relative value could go up exponentially because not a lot of people are going to have precious metals, and there'd be a flood of people wanting to get into the precious metals boat with us. But you're not going to sell your seat for a cheap price. The price, the value, more importantly, of the metals could go up exponentially. And you could find yourself with enough value to survive for maybe even several years at that point. First Mining Gold is a development company advancing 2 of the largest gold projects in Canada. Springpole in Ontario and Duparquet, located in Quebec, each already has 5 million ounces of gold reserves, but exploration initiatives are underway at both projects to find even more gold. First Mining is well-financed, has 0 debt, and owns an interest in 4 additional Canadian gold development projects. And that's where it's important to not value your silver in dollars and fiat, make-believe, unicorn fart dust money. Value it in ounces and compare it to what you can trade for, what you can get for that ounce. Whereas now, maybe 1 ounce of silver might buy you enough food to survive for a week. If the relative value were to shoot up in a hyperinflationary type environment, again, you could find yourself buying a month or 2 worth of survival food for 1 ounce of silver. Enough silver or gold to cover 6 months worth of your expenses, then you can rest easy. Now, one warning for you. Do not carry a credit card balance in order to facilitate holding on to that level of silver and or gold. The rates on credit cards, they fluctuate with the prevailing interest rates in the market, you could find yourself with a big debt hole to dig yourself out of. I'm not offering financial advice, but I would certainly recommend staying away from carrying a credit card balance. And you want to get the most silver for your dollar. So when you're converting your worthless paper fiat money into silver and or gold, make sure you're getting the best value. I recommend when it comes to silver, silver rounds, silver bars, maybe some of the sovereign coins. American Silver Eagles have super high premiums right now. You're not getting a lot of value for your dollar, but some of the other sovereign coins, the Australian kangaroos, the UK Britannias, can be found at reasonable premiums. But you want to make sure you get good quality silver for a good price. And don't you be discouraged if you're just starting out. Anything is better than nothing when it comes to stacking silver and gold. It's a great inflation hedge, and even if you do a little bit every month, over the course of months and years, it will build up. Since you're trying to protect yourself with silver and gold, why not look at some other things you can do also to make sure you and your family are in a safe position? Foster good relationships with your friends, with your family, with your neighbors. That can go a long, long way. You want to make sure you have a reliable food source and that you're living in a secure environment. Hey, 6 months worth of silver and or gold could get you a long, long way. And maybe you're like me. Generally, when people ask me how much silver or gold do I need, I would answer more, more, more. But I think it's important to take a step back, put a number on things, look at what reasonably we may need if situations get worse. Thanks for watching. Hey, go watch a live stream right here, and I'll see you next time.